Welcome to the Flaherty follow-up, episode 8. I'm here today with Katie Gebhardt from Organize This House. She is stager, packer, organizer extraordinaire. Thank you so much for being here, Katie.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Amazing. Okay, so staging doesn't just mean putting fancy furniture in a house, right?
Correct.
Maybe give us kind of your definition and then also tell us how you got started.
Okay. I would say for the staging part of my business, it's in the works. It's like in the beginning stages of it. I've gotten to also kind of stage many of your clients' homes, which has been great. My word of advice for homes that are vacant is to definitely bring items in. I think important rooms are the master bedroom, the kitchen, just a couple things here and there, the living, the dining. It just helps get people who cannot visualize their furniture in a home. It helps them see where the master bedroom goes on which wall, because sometimes, you walk into a room, you're like, oh my gosh, my bed is this big, but there's multiple walls, where would it go? And then when it comes to a home that already has tenants living in it, right now it would probably be a good example. I've got a client who has a 2-week-old, a 1.5-year-old, and a 3-year-old. And so I kind of came in and just had to basically declutter the entire house. Little things like removing towels off the walls and the knickknacks and, purging the kids' toys so that when, people come to view the home, it's not like toyland everywhere. So.
Yes. And I think that's super important. I think people do really get a feel upon first entering a home. And so I think that first impression, kind of like dating, if you will, yes. Or, that it does really set the tone, for what they're going to think of it as they walk through, as they leave, kind of as they reflect back on it maybe later. So no, 100%, I am 100% for staging, yay. But staging, as Katie mentioned, is just a part of her business. She also packs, she organizes. So maybe give us, if someone wanted the grand package of just, I don't want to touch a thing, I'm moving from here to here, what does that process look like?
Definitely starting from, I always recommend people, if you can start with purging, that is like the biggest thing.
And now, Katie, do we purge the week the listing goes on the market, or when do we purge?
I would say those that have at least a 10,000 square foot home or larger, at least 2 months prior, that's a lot to go through. Yeah. And people get overwhelmed, they have children, they have jobs. But the purging process is definitely the biggest key, because especially if you're downsizing, you get into that new home and you are just overwhelmed with boxes and the amount of stuff you have. So I would say purging, and then it's packing the items up. And I always let clients know that I will go pick up the boxes, the paper, the bubble wrap, the tape, so that stress is also off their plate. Pack everything up. And then if they're moving out for the house to be vacant, get it staged a little bit, or if they're staying while it's happening, stage it also, as best as possible with their furniture. And then once the movers drop the truck off, unpack them, and if they want me to go to the Container Store, order things on Amazon so that every drawer you open is just immaculate, and closets have the perfect, matching velvet hangers.
Preppy aesthetic for all you middle school moms. That's what that is. Yes, and Katie has personally come in to our home. We did put it on the market, and I was like, okay, so I have completely been in my seller's shoes, like 100%. And the end product is so beautiful and just makes such a difference. I think we talked about too, in photos, things look like clutter that really aren't. So it is just this clean surface, kind of nothing on counters, no towels. You will just make your agent like the happiest person on earth. So, and again, this is a service that doesn't even need to be in relation to moving. Organizing closets, it's summertime, pantry organization, the whole purging process. I know with kids sometimes no one wants to let go of anything, so maybe Katie just comes in on a weekend while you're out of town and voila, it's magic. Well, I love having her as part of my business. Katie and I go way back. We graduated high school together. So again, woman-owned business, I'm all for that. And then also just tying my friends and their business into my business is one of my favorite things. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And check her out. She's going to tell you where to find her.
My website is organizethishouse.com. You can also reach me by email at katie@organizethishouse.com or by cell. Sometimes I may not answer right away because I will be packing or with a client, but you can also text me.
Amazing. Well, check her out, and thanks so much for joining.